Before we start this video, if we haven't met, hi, I'm El, a Filipino, and I made this channel about 10 years ago. My channel has evolved several times. Because of this, many people might not know about the cool first that we've started on here. So in the next few seconds, let me take you down through memory lane. We've gone through several changes throughout the years, but El's Planet will still be here to bring new perspectives and spread love through the voices and hearts of the Filipinos and people around the world. From connections, reactions, and firsts, this is El's Planet, and this has been our first 10 years of bridging culture and inspiring minds one video at a time. Who's your bias in BINI?
Si Mika, first of all, pogi siya. She has red hair. Tapos si Maloy, gusto ko yung style niya. Very parang nag-resonate ang style namin dalawa. So, yeah.
Ako, ba't mo natanong?
Ba't mo natanong?
Si Colette, sa TikTok kasi dumadaan, puro mga anger issues niya, ganun. So, for me, importante sa isang idol na totoo siya, ganun.
Either si Aya or si Stacy. Maganda sila and likable talaga yung personality nila.
Mine's Mika, because I love her hair.
Same. Like, after she colored it.
Maganda sila lahat. Pero for me, Mika stands out. But all of them have their own special traits that I like. Siyempre, mahirap sabihin na lahat sila bias ko.
Randomly, nagka-opportunity ako ma-meet si Aya. Since siya yung una ko nakilala, siya na yung bias ko.
Wala akong masyadong kilala sa BINI. Wala talaga akong bias.
I actually don't really have a bias since I'm like a super casual listener lang.
I think mine is Aya. She's really pretty and she can dance and sing really well. I know that one of my friends goes to church with her and she seems like really nice.
I don't have a bias. I just know them. Yeah.
Actually, si Sheena. Pero yung bias wrecker ko si Colette. Si Sheena kasi, we're both OA. Tapos si Colette naman kasi, parehas kami ng anger issues. Pag nagagalit siya, ganun ako.
I don't really have a bias. Pero alam ko lang, sobrang engaging and very cool, cute yung style nila. Si BINI Joanna kasi, nag-viral yung picture niya.
Yeah, yung one by one.
Yung one by one niya sa Twitter. And then si BINI Maloy kasi gusto ko yung aesthetic niya and yung fashion niya. She's really pretty.
Yung una nag-capture sa paningin ko is si Maloy. But then, after getting to know them, ang bias ko na is si Stacy kasi una sa lahat. Gusto niya din yung pink. Gusto ko din yung color na pink. So, ayun na.
How did you find out about BINI?
More on TikTok sa FYP ko, bigla na lang lumalabas. Sa Facebook, yung mga memes nila. So, yun, nakikita ko yung mga clips ng lives nila, ganun. And going to school, I commute. So, naririnig ko sila sa mga speakers, yung Salamin and yung Pantropico.
Sa kanta nilang Pantropico.
Their song Pantropico through Instagram Reels. I would see it on like popular audios and people using them for whatever, especially the dance. So I was like, their songs aren't usually my type. But then when I listened to them more, I was like, wow, it's actually really good.
Ako nung high school, yung buko-buko, yung coconut nut ganon. Tapos nag-trend din sila dahil super synchronized yung ano nila. So na-amaze ako doon. Pero in the first place, hindi talaga mahilig sa P-pop or sa K-pop or any grupo. Super na-acknowledge ko na ang galing nga nila. Pero it's not really my type lang talaga.
One time, nag-guest sila sa pinuntahan kong concert and then hindi pa sila patok nun. So, dun ko rin sila start nakalala pero hindi as in kilalang kilala. Nakakornihan pa ako sa P-pop na.
Can I ask why?
I mean, I support local songs pero hindi yung grupo-grupo.
Pero ngayon,
nakikinig ako pero hindi ako fan.
Nakita ko lang yung kapatid ko nanonood ng dance practice ng Pantropico one time. Sabi ko, ano yan? Ba't Tagalog? Mga Pinoy pa rin sila.
Dahil sa friends ko, mahilig rin sila K-pop. Like I've been a stan for K-pop since like 2019. Parang nakilala ko na lang din dun from the same people. Ayun lang din, mga ano, parang narinig ko na, there's this new girl group na Pinoy.
Sa isang event namin dito sa school, yung mga songs nila nakaka-LSS.
Social media, kasi they were trending. My friends are listening to it. So, tinry ko pakinggan and oh my gosh, I love them. Unti-unti ako nagsastand sa kanila.
Yung pinaka nag-capture lang sa akin to get to know BINI is yung mga music videos nila. Ang ganda talaga and syempre, they're very talented.
Na-discover ko yung BINI through TikTok. And yung una ko napanood na TikTok sa kanila is yung sa Kumu live nila. Tapos si Stacy, umiiyak siya kasi ayaw siyang paniwalaan ng mga blooms. Na nagmamotor daw si Aya kahit hindi naman talaga.
Ayaw niyo maniwala, edi wag.
My friends, like I've been hearing a lot about BINI.
So I have a friend who has been a long-term fan of BINI and I've always heard her say na BINI so good, ang galing nila. Pero I haven't really
seen them up until sumikat yung song nila sa TikTok. Though nakikita ko sila sa Showtime.
Their songs are just very popular, especially now. A lot of people are singing them. There's so many trends to them.
I started hearing them in the radio and from my friends. And then I asked like, who is this? Because they're Filipino and it's kind of like K-pop. So I was introduced to them and watched like one of their music videos.
BINI debuted in 2021 but has only gained public recognition this year. What do you think made people love BINI?
Una sa lahat, yung music nila, it's very catchy. And then second of all, siguro din yung mga lumalabas din ng mga TikTok clips nila. Makikita mo talaga yung personality nila. And mga Pinoy kasi, they prefer yung mga personality ng mga P-pop idols kasi mas close yung mga personality natin sa kanila kaysa sa mga K-pop. Ayun din yung isang reason kung bakit mas lumaki din sila kasi we get to know more about their personality.
Their songs, it's like really easy to listen to and super fun to dance to. I didn't know that they started 2021.
Actually, I think I knew. I remember they uploaded a cover of the Coconut Nut.
Super factor nung TikTok na naging platform nila. Hindi yung music yung una kong nakitang nag-trend, kundi yung mga just them being them. Yun yung una kong nakikita. So I think dun sila nag-boom kasi no doubt, they're funny, they're talented, they're so beautiful. Ayun lang, that's so nice.
Parang mas malawak na yung teams nila ngayon and yung creative director nila. It's really nice. It's refreshing sa P-pop. Dahil nga sa Pantropico, sumabay yung summer na naging patok. So like lahat nakaka-relate, ganun. Marami ngayon na ginagaya yung styles ng BINI.
I feel like BINI being able to incorporate the popular music trends as well as Filipino culture, aesthetics and such made it really resonate with a lot of Filipinos. A lot of Filipino songs nowadays, especially about romance, it's very hugot. It's so depressing to me. I don't like listening to sad love songs. But then when I heard Pantropico and Salamin Salamin, I was like, wow, this is actually really happy. It makes you feel kilig. So I feel like that feeling also resonates with a lot of people. Like, wow, we happy in love.
Pandemic yata in 2021, so more on the dance challenges pa lang. Hindi pa nakaka-capture yung Filipino market, which is yung mga mahilig sa K-pop, ganyan. In order for Filipinos or people to like you, yun nga, magbigay ka ng magagandang personality. Tulad ng mga BINI members, parang relatable sila. So siguro doon nag-boom sila.
Para sa akin, lumaki yung pananaw natin bilang Pinoy sa OPM. Tapos yung mga pagkasikat ng ibang K-pop groups, kunyari New Jeans, aespa, sumabay na lang din siya. Hindi naman bandwagon, pero parang trend na din na mas lumalaki yung support natin sa mga parang local-made na groups natin, bands, music,
As music production students, we're always on the lookout for a new sound or something new that will help represent the Philippines. Parang bagong tunog sa music industry. Bagong grupo talaga sila na fresh para sa mga Pinoy. Parang madali din i-digest yung music nila. Hindi mo kailangan masyadong intindihin.
I think it's their catchy songs. So tingin ko kasi, yung songs kasi nila is similar to K-pop. Since majority of the Filipinos are like into K-pop talaga. So why not put it in like sa mga Filipino pop? Ay ayun, naging trending sila.
Whoever is producing their songs, or if they're involved in the process as well, it's very good. And it's very reminiscent of like earworm K-pop songs like that we have right now. It's just good.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. It makes sense
And I
why
think,
they're popular right now.
I think it's also a factor that we can call our own because they're Filipinos but with the like K-pop style.
Very on-trend yung mga ginagawa nila ngayon. It's very reminiscent to like the recent trending K-pop music and videos.
I saw their old music videos and stuff. They were all good, but I think kaya sumikat yung Pantropico because it reminds a lot of people of yung mga K-pop na specifically Twice. Am I allowed to mention? Alcohol-free. Yeah.
Can I ask lang, many people did mention na para siyang K-pop.
Inspo talaga yung K-pop.
It just has the same effect as K-pop now. Kasi it's similar to K-pop.
Ba't mo nasabi na para siyang similar sa K-pop? What makes you say that it's kinda like K-pop?
Actually, na-research ko rin yan The way they dress. Tapos yung sa beat and music nila. Nagbe-base din sila sa mga concepts din ng K-pop.
I think it's just the structure overall. They're a big group. They do dance and singing at the same time. So, I don't know, it reminded me of Twice.
P-pop fans don't like it when it's being compared. A lot of P-pop fans don't like it when K-pop is compared to K-pop. But I just want to understand your point of view. Is there anything specific that you could bring up that makes you say, oh, it is similar to K-pop?
When I think of K-pop, I think of organized. I think of really good outfits, and like that's literally BINI right now. And they're all really pretty. They're all styled really well.
Literally, like in the definition sense, yeah, P-pop is a whole separate thing from K-pop. But there's no denying the whole like organization of it is inspired by K-pop and like how the K-pop world and K-pop industry works. You can't really separate it too much. The similarities are there.
I think it's the similarities ng concepts and yung beats, how the lyrics of the songs are arranged, yung pag-involve nila more ng mas complicated choreography than yung mga lumang P-pop. Kasi sa lumang P-pop, it's usually just simple dances para lang magkaroon ng movement sa video. Ngayon, like sa BINI, K-pop has been doing yung ganun, yung may choreography talaga yung songs nila.
Yung sing and dance type of setup when it comes to like these girl groups and boy groups has been around for like quite a while now actually. But it's K-pop who really boosted yung popularity. That's why a lot of people really compare anything in general na may sing and dance to like K-pop.
Girl group sila na mayroong visuals, sumasayaw habang kumakanta. Maraming elements na nagagaya sa K-pop. Pero I think what makes them good is because na-implement nila yung pagka-Pinoy nila, yung Tagalog ng mga kanta sa tunog ng K-pop. May tinake sila from the K-pop industry and then they made it into something na sa kanila talaga.
Since nasabi mo na para siyang K-pop, you don't think that it's like the Western groups from the 90s or the Filipino groups like Sex Bomb and stuff like that?
No, not really. I think I associate them more with like K-pop groups right now.
Is there a specific reason?
I think it's also their fashion and even the way they move, the dances, the formations and all that.
The way that they're produced and the stuff that they put out, it's very similar to K-pop. So it's really easy to get into because it's a similar type of system that people already know. The choreography, the singing, the outfits, the overall like production of like their performances. It's things that are very attached to the idea of K-pop. It was essentially just brought over here with like the same inspiration.
I think it's like a mix kasi. I know it's Filipino pa, pero you see the concept when you watch their videos.
Same din kay Ali, yung way of sayaw or yung pagsuot or paano sila napaportray. Ayun, parang mix of K-pop and Filipino. Nakita ko sila parang new jeans lang. So I'm like, oh, okay.
I can say na parang K-pop kasi hindi lang naman sa tunog, pero sa pagpresenta nila sa sarili nila. Meron silang coordinated outfits, meron silang mga dance practice videos kung paano nila minamarket sarili nila, meron silang mga costume, bawat stage na pinaperforman nila. May sayaw sila habang kumakanta, choreographed talaga na suited as a group. Each of those elements, marami dun na galing talaga sa K-pop. Kasi hindi naman tulad ng Backstreet Boys or One Direction or Fifth Harmony, hindi naman ganun yung pagpresenta nila sa sarili nila, diba?
For me personally, I don't think it's a bad thing. The fact that compare yung P-pop to K-pop now, since the songs they produce are in Filipino anyway, their songs are meaningful. Very local context. Parang yung pan-tropical na song, it's tropical country, Carrera, it's very relatable sa mga college students.
It's more of like parang making your own version of something.
Yeah.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with being inspired with other cultures then.
Especially since yun yung trend nowadays. Not just here, not just in Korea, but around the whole world since yun nga sumisikat yung K-pop.
Feel ko irrelevant na yun yung pagko-compare kasi kung maganda naman yung product mo, parang wala na dapat matakot sa comparison. And para sa akin, maganda naman yung product ng BINI. Kung i-compare man sila sa K-pop or hindi, just enjoy the music that they put out.
As long as it's effective and it's entertaining and it reaches a lot of people, like I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
It can still be good while also being inspired by something else.
Yeah, because BINI is its own entity.